by the way, so everybody talks about how mouth choked me out, which is absolutely true. I don't even want to like get into this because I feel like the street was a sucker choke. Like you've heard of a sucker punch. This was a sucker choke. I was on my hand. Nobody ever talks about the context. I was on my hands and knees cleaning the floor at my friend's house before we threw a party, and he just got on my back and just started saying, "Do you tap? Do you tap?" It wasn't like we were having a fight and then he got my back and beat me. He sucker punched me. Psycho mouth. By the way, that didn't have any long-lasting effect on my body, but there's like a recurring theme here. I went and I saw Jackass 3D with a bunch of my friends in my last year of university. Mouth was there, I think. And right after the movie, one of them was so hopped up on machismo that out of nowhere he just ran and like full sprint jumped on my back to get a piggyback ride, and I just crumpled down to the damn sidewalk. It screwed my back up for like 3 years. They don't do that on Jackass. They're not like, "Hey, welcome to Jackass. This is the surprise degenerative disc prank." That's never happened before. So yeah, I watched Moonfall. I had no idea that it was one of the most expensive independently produced films ever made. I didn't even know that it went to the box office, honestly. It made $59 million at the box office while receiving generally negative reviews. There's no synopsis here, which is unfortunate. So I'm just going to start by reading. You know what? I'm going to find a better synopsis. Moonfall synopsis. The world stands on the brink of annihilation when a mysterious force knocks the moon from its orbit and sends it hurtling toward a collision course with Earth. With only weeks before impact, NASA executive Jacinda Jo Fowler teams up with a man from her past and a conspiracy theorist for an impossible mission in space to save humanity. The moon is crashing into the Earth. I did become Sean Connery for a second there. Would I recommend it? I would go so far as to say you have to see this movie. If you... they don't make movies like this anymore. It does have Samuel Tarly in it. It has Halle Berry in it. It has Patrick Wilson in it. It has Michael Pena in it. And you know it's an amateurish movie because it has Michael Pena in it and he has no humorous lines whatsoever. Except there is one time where, and I'm pretty sure this is product placement, he owns a Lexus dealership, and then there's a car chase where they're escaping from some robbers in the Lexus, and he said, "Hold on, let's put this thing in, turbo mode." And then he does the thing, he turns the dial from, drive to sport or something like that. But I don't think that there was... an intention for that line to be humorous. I think that Lexus was like, "Oh, hell yeah." There is also, during the mission, they do refuel via an orbital SpaceX propellant platform, to which Samuel Tarly says, "I love Elon." He says it like, "I love Elon." Oh, man. But still, I would recommend it no matter what. It's not a good movie. It's a remarkably bad movie, but the emphasis is definitely on the remarkable. They don't make disaster movies like this anymore. The moon gets so close to the Earth, it screws up the Earth's gravity. There's scenes, I don't even know how to describe it, quite frankly. There's a lot going on. Anyway. They actually say "I love Elon" in the movie. One character says "I love Elon" in the movie, yes. The launch scene is so bad. It's amazing. I can't believe you've seen it, Apollo. How the hell did that happen? You got to be as dumb as I am. I haven't seen Everything Everywhere All at Once. I've only seen... the only movie I've seen in 2022 was damn Moonfall. And a documentary about LuLaRoe. Oh, yeah, and Doctor Strange, and the Batman. Okay, that's true. That's true. I haven't seen Morbius yet. Yeah, it is also one of those movies where, it's partially funded by like the Chinese government. So there's like the same thing happened in the Meg, right? Like all those movies that are partially funded by China, they always have like a beautiful Chinese actress that's inexplicably inserted into the movie to have like her hero moment. I'm not being a hater. Like, I mean, Top Gun just crossed $1 billion at the box office, so I get it. But, you know, every country's playing the same game. And now that we're talking, because we should probably start playing games soon, now that I got, like, my IBS anecdote out of the way. But don't even get me started, okay? Because I was on the Peloton today. It's been 2 days since I've been on it. I've been dealing with some intestinal flare-ups. I booted up. It says, "Oh, Canada, we're celebrating our Canadian riders this week with a bunch of Canadian-themed rides, including music from artists such as Rush and the Tragically Hip." I click on the banner, 30-minute Justin Bieber ride, 30-minute Celine Dion ride, 30-minute Canadian hip-hop ride. I don't want to do that shit. I couldn't find the Rush. There's probably one Rush song in like the entire collection. They could do a 30-minute Rush ride so easily. There is a 15-minute Tragically Hip ride. But like, don't insult 15 minutes. That's 4 Tragically Hip songs. Come on. I can't break a PB to 4 Tragically Hip songs. Where's my 2-hour Godspeed You Black Emperor ride? So true. I don't want to do a Justin Bieber ride. There are a lot of, like, there's Drake on every playlist as well. I work at Peloton. I'll pass this along. I mean, I understand. I'm not being a hater. I know the company's got bigger problems right now. But, like, this seems like one of those things that should be like a easy dub. You know, it's like low-hanging fruit. Rush has a female lead vocalist, right? What the hell are you talking about, man? Geddy Lee? I'm not saying you're insulted. Geddy Lee, he's a damn man. He's a Canadian hero. He sings pretty high, don't get me wrong. I guess his hair is pretty long. But he's a damn man, and he would prove it to you. Thoughts on the Jay Giles band? What are we talking? Why are we not playing video games right now? I like the Jay Giles band because it's one of the very few bands that's named after a person in the band that's not the lead singer. That's a very unusual thing. Santana, I guess, is another example. Van Halen? What are you talking? Wasn't Eddie Van Halen the singer? We've already established I have a big gap in my knowledge of Van Halen and Motley Crue. I oftentimes think they're the same band. Apollo just said, Justin said Stevie Nicks was the lead singer of Rush. Justin also said Fleetwood Mac is Vietnam music. You make loving fun. I don't have to tell you I'm the only one. Man, it's so good. I got Rush and Fleetwood Mac confused. Look, it can happen no matter, like anybody can get confused about something. But Rush and Fleetwood Mac are extremely, extremely different. Rush is a prog rock band, and Fleetwood Mac is like straight up classic rock. I mean, Rush is like, you know, you know? No, that's not yes. Yes is Fleetwood Mac is not really like that at all. Please cease. Guess who? Guess who's not even in this? Guess who is like closer to Fleetwood Mac for sure? No, Primus is. It's totally different. Yes is good. This is just crazy. If you like Yes, you would like Rush. They're like the same band. I hate to say it, and this is like sacrilege, because they're Canadian classics. Yes is just kind of like Rush, but like a little better. Like Rush has some unbelievable jams. I would never be mad if I got in someone's car and they were playing Rush. But Yes has some absolutely, like they have some transcendental works. Not Owner of a Lonely Heart, okay? Yes, Close to the Edge. And You and I, Siberian Cat True. I mean, even Roundabout. Roundabout's insane. Plus, Rush, I mean, I'm just going to say it. Rush has some songs that I do not like. I think that they might have a more consistent catalog than Yes. But there are some songs from Rush where I roll my eyes. I think The Trees is like so obviously like heavy-handed. It just I skip this song every time. The Trees is so peak. It goes hard as hell. It's so horrible. it's like an embarrassing song. It's embarrassing that Neil Peart wrote that song. Anyway, whatever. I like that we're arguing here a little bit. I was thinking of a bit yesterday that is like, I would love to smoke weed with Neil Armstrong before and after he went to space. Because I think before he went to space, he would be like, this shit is crazy. Like, I in 2 weeks, I'm going to be out there in the cosmic ocean. And then you got to think about it. Like, I'm one of the human species is like the pinnacle of evolution on Earth. So in many ways, when I look at the Earth, isn't it the Earth sort of for the first time ever perceiving itself from a distance? Wow, that's crazy. And then I'm sure, like, if you smoked weed with Neil Armstrong, like, a week after he got back from the moon, he would take 2 hits and then be like, okay, guys, I'm going to bed. I bet that dude was tired as hell. I can't even imagine, like, when I came back from our in-laws' place, that was only like, I mean, I did like 4 or 5 hours of driving that day. That night, I slept like a damn baby. I can't even imagine what you sleep like when you come back from the damn moon. Maybe he's got to go to the damn moon for a break. So true, so true. Hey, we talk a lot of crap about Netflix, but let's do it some more. I've been watching some Netflix stand-up specials lately. You know that how they have a skip intro button? They should add a second button when you watch stand-up comedy on Netflix, where you can also skip the comedian's obligatory 15-minute COVID bit at the start of every special that's come out in 2021 and 2022. I literally cannot handle it anymore. Oh my God. Every single comedy special now starts with, hey, what is it? Lockdowns, something about the vaccines. Like, it just, if you're watching this and you're a stand-up comedian that has a Netflix special coming out soon, I promise you, now would be a very good time to scrap the COVID bits you're trying to put in there. Unless it's the absolute most unbelievably trenchant observations of all time. I'm promising you, as your friend, we don't need to hear it. We lived it, man. Value Village Pog. I actually wish I didn't mention Value Village, just for the record, because one summer, I applied to work at Value Village. They never even called me back. And you want to talk about how insulting it is? I had work experience at Goodwill. I was uniquely qualified to work at the Value Village. But they didn't even call me back. When I get a job interview, or at least historically in the distant past, I tended to perform pretty well at the interview. However, I got a lot of no callbacks from situations that were embarrassing for me. I got no callback when I applied to work at Staples. Have you been to a Staples in the 2000s? Every employee has no enthusiasm whatsoever. They're just like The Walking Dead. I mean, because the company itself is probably a zombie, but like, I've never been in a Staples and been like, oh wow, I see why I didn't get hired. What an enthusiastic and motivated workforce. How did at least give me a call back or something like that and be like, you're too bald to work here? It's Staples. Staples. Aside from back to school, nobody comes into Staples except to buy printer ink. That's why I was like, I'm qualified for that job, or I was like 12 years ago at least. I will say the only time I ever end up going into a Staples is like if I need to send something via FedEx, because they all have like FedEx partnerships here. But still, they also do old people's computer repairs. That I did not know, honestly. Not to be rude to the Staples Corporation, but like, is there a company out there that's like in a more zombie state than Staples right now? Every store is like the size of a warehouse and there's nobody inside of it. Sears? I thought Sears was legit out of business. IKEA? Dude, IKEA is a vibrant ecosystem. They got a daycare, they got a food court with cooks and service staff, and IKEA's kind of like a party. They got a frozen food section, they got 30 cashiers, most movie theaters. I do feel like if you go see a movie at 10 p.m., you're basically just operating on the honor system. Like I always love how when if you go see a movie, like we saw The Batman and it started at like 9:45 p.m. When you leave the theater, there's like 100 people leaving and just one person standing there. What are they gonna do? Like if we wanted to start cooking our own popcorn behind the concession stand, there's nothing they could do to stop us. We could set up our own society in the damn Scotiabank Cineplex. The ticket ripper is not going to be able to impose their own rule on us. The RCMP? Okay, well, the RCMP would probably try to stop us. I'll give you that one. Thoughts on Zellers? Okay, so Zellers, was a Canadian department store that had a restaurant inside of it. So as a Canadian, you're obligated to be, pro Zellers. But if I'm being completely intellectually honest, I do need to say that the last time I went to a Zellers, well, as a kid, I used to eat in the restaurant with my grandparents, and I maintained that they had the best bacon cheeseburger I've ever had in my entire life. But I was also a little kid. What do I know about bacon cheeseburgers or anything at all, really? Zellers did have a restaurant. Go Google Zellers restaurant. You'll be ashamed of your words and your deeds. My Zellers didn't. Well, honestly, not to be rude, but don't care, didn't ask. Plus, you probably weren't born in the damn 90s. You're probably not a 90s kid. I swear to you, I lived next to a Zellers. It did not. Okay, did you live next to a Zellers in 1996? Because I'm telling you, we were going to the damn Zellers restaurant in 1996. And it was a party. Zellers at Metrotown didn't have a restaurant? Yeah, because Metrotown was built in fucking 2003 or something, where the Zellers Corporation was already ahead of the liquidation. The last time I went to a Zellers, it inspired a tweet for me that was a long time, I don't know, close to 10 years ago now. But I remember I went to a Zellers. I'd been coming to this Zellers for 20 years, something like that. I realized there's no cashiers. It's all self-checkout. But every self-checkout was staffed by one cashier. And I said to myself, this business is going bye-bye. That is no way to run that just doesn't make any damn sense. Because it's basically just a slower, normal checkout. You're training your replacements in how to use the self-checkout. Anyway, I will also say, in terms of Canadian department stores, did anyone here ever go to the San? So the San, it was spelled S-A-A-N. It was imagine if Walmart was a dollar store. And it also had a restaurant inside of it, which was crazy. I would always get a grilled chicken sandwich there, even as a little boy. Y'all are like Wanda, no vision. I haven't seen the show, but the show is called WandaVision. So I'm pretty sure she does have vision. Otherwise, the title of the show wouldn't make much sense, would it? Can I also tell you, I forgot to mention this. So when we were at our in-laws' place this weekend, we played Pictionary. And it was, honestly, it reminded me of the NLSS days. Because, there's, basically, my nieces Googled, Pictionary word list. So then they got a matrix, a 3 by 100 grid of Pictionary words. So whenever they drew, they would go convene and they'd be like, do you want to do this one? No, this one? No. This is, no, we can't do that one. That one's too easy. And all the words are banana, apple, smile, sun. They were little kid Pictionary words, right? So it took them 5 minutes to decide on a word. You're not going to believe this is true, but I swear to you it is. My niece comes over to the piece of paper. She draws half a line and then says, elephant. Oh! And then she's just said the word out loud that they just spent 5 minutes trying to decide on. And then, like, one of our in-laws' friends was there, and he was losing his mind. He was like, "Here," and then he Googled like Pictionary word generator, and he's like, instead of arguing about what word to use, you just press a button, and then the word pops up. And then, so anyway, we played like 5 rounds of Pictionary like that. It was a better solution, by the way. It was a much better solution. We're on the tiebreaker round. It's me against a 6-year-old girl. The word is skateboard. I lost. I do have to say, it stung a little bit, but I spent like, I was like wandering through the streets of downtown Everett, Washington, like begging for the location. Like I was showing Kate the drawings because she was with our daughter at the time. I was like, which one of these drawings looks more like a skateboard? And she pointed to the 6-year-olds, and I was like, are you crazy? She's like, why does yours have like it has like lips on the end of the skateboard? And I'm like, that's where you kick when you want to do an ollie or a nollie. Hers was just like straight across 2 wheels. Mine was what an actual skateboard looks like. Anyway, I'm not sore about it or whatever. It's not that big of a deal, or allegedly. It doesn't matter. I let her win anyway. That's why I went to the hospital yesterday. Yes, they were like, any symptoms? And I was like, I lost to a 6-year-old in Pictionary. They were like, what's the word? And I was like, skateboard. They were like, oh shit. They were like, oh shit. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. Have you been to Bellingham? I don't speak about Bellingham. I have a problem with Bellingham because the defining element of a Bellinghamian's personality, as far as I can tell from their posts on the internet, is just being mad at Canadian drivers for providing their town with much needed tourism revenue. Bellingham's kind of cheeks. You know, honestly, I kind of thought that I liked Bellingham. I kind of thought it was like a cool little town with a convenient airport. Then I realized they fucking hate me. And now I drive past it every single time. Oh, you're pineapple blind? That's pretty true. You know what? That's pretty true. You know what? That's pretty true. It's because Canadians come down and buy all our milk for some reason. Why don't you stock more milk? You're the most capitalist utopia on the planet. We can't buy enough milk to keep it in the stores. You're America. What the fuck are you talking about? You make all the milk and you run all the businesses. It doesn't make any sense. Have you read The Grapes of Wrath? They're pouring out like metric tons of milk all the time. I've in my entire life, I've never heard of anybody in the United States of America being like, it's too hard to buy milk. Everybody at the grocery store has like 8 pints of it in their cart at all times. I just know why Bellingham is like, I feel like Andy Bernard anytime I read r/Bellingham. Well, I'm sorry that I burdened you with my friendship and my tourism dollars. Sorry I came to your town that has like 2 stoplights in the downtown core and bought some products that look interesting. I forgot these ones are only available for true Bellinghamites. You seem really hung up on Bellingham? My brother in Christ, they asked. They said, you ever been to Bellingham? I've been. I've flown my ass out of there. Best part of Bellingham is when you're leaving the Bellingham airport and the wheels of your Spirit or Allegiant Airlines Embraer jet finally stop touching the runway, so you've officially separated fully with that cursed town. You can finally say you're above Bellingham, not only spiritually, but literally physically as well. Why do you hate Bellingham? I actually don't hate Bellingham. I would be completely okay with Bellingham, as I am with many of the small towns in the northwestern part of Washington, if they just stopped complaining so much about Canadians going to their damn city. How does a town with 2 stoplights have a subreddit? Because the Bellingham airport and its proximity to the Canadian border has given it a disproportionate impact culturally versus its position on the map and the amount of people that actually create a life there. And then it's just like r/antinatalism. They're like, oh, my town's successful. Now I gotta go to 2 grocery stores to buy milk. Oh, my parents loved each other. Now I gotta pay taxes. Does Bellingham have a theme song? Okay, hold on. Bellingham, Washington. I do want to see what their civic motto is. Let's see. Population 80,000. Pathetic. 12th biggest city in Washington. That's okay. There's only 50 states. What is that? 366th biggest city in America. That's cute. Okay, you got a civic motto. I do kind of like the Bellingham flag. I don't know how to describe it. But it looks like a water hazard on a golf course. It has no civic motto. Let's look at its history. Let's not. Oh, this is where Western Washington University is. Every time I drive into Washington, they're like, there's Western Washington University here. It's a good school source, just trust me. I'm not going to go off on Western Washington University just because I've never heard of it. Real voice. Bro, you don't even know. Do you know what your voice goes through and how ragged your vocal cords get when you've woken up 2 times a night plus for the last 2 weeks to go have diarrhea? Like, I'm barely hanging in here as is. Meanwhile, anytime I have to cough, people go, real voice, real voice. And I make a tweet that's like, I'm at the hospital right now. People are like, good luck with your poop, brother. What the hell's wrong with you? Get some manners, dude. And then the people, there's nobody that's just well-meaning. That's like, hey, wishing you the best of luck. Everybody's like, oh, wishing you the best of luck. By the way, I'm pretty sure that you have something called spider flu. Hey, have you consumed any tannins recently? Yeah, every time I consume tannins, I get similar symptoms to you. Oh, really? Anytime you drink wine, you have diarrhea for 2 weeks straight? Somebody should tell Paul Giamatti. I literally wrote, get well soon. Okay, fine. There's probably several. But when Markiplier's in the hospital, people are like, is our king okay? When I'm in the hospital, complete strangers are like, hope your ass doesn't explode. I remember when Kate and I were in Korea for the Olympics, I've told this story before, but there was a thunderstorm, and on Twitter, the top trending topic was like, BTS stay safe. Oh my God, just saw the weather reports out of Korea. Army, stay safe out there. It's a damn thunderstorm. Oh, I hope our oppas are okay right now. It's just rain and like lightning. You just gotta stay inside. I'm literally at risk of like medical dehydration. And people are like, if you considered holding your poop in? Lol, Byron. Yeah, where's my NL stay safe hashtag? I don't really want that now that I think about it, but like, it would have been nice yesterday. I'm an East Coaster here. Why are people on the West Coast so weird about thunderstorms? Dude, I say it all the time. It's so funny to me. They don't get them that often. So I think, that's your genuine reason right there. In North America, or it's not in North America, sorry. Like in Vancouver, we might get like 1 thunderstorm a year. And people go ape shit. People are like, oh my God, there's thunder on the weather forecast tomorrow. What do we do? And you're like, well, you just fucking like stay inside. And then the r/Vancouver pops off. Like, it would be like, did anyone hear that? Did anyone just hear a low rumbling sound over the downtown core? Holy shit. Did anybody else see an incredibly bright flash of light that appeared to come down from the sky to the ground? What was that? It's like the inverse reaction to Midwestern earthquakes. You know what? That is pretty fair. Like anytime there's like a 3.7 earthquake in my hometown, or like, 200 kilometers away from my hometown, everybody is like, holy shit, we almost died today. I will say though, and this is more like, maybe this means we're due, which has me a little scared, but I've only been through one earthquake in Vancouver. And it was, I was making a ham sandwich in the kitchen. And then Kate came in and said, holy cow, did you feel that? And I said, no, I'm just making a sandwich. And then she said, we just had an earthquake. And I said, get the fuck out of here. We have an earthquake. What the fuck? And then Twitter was like, I'm at the earthquake. Where y'all at? Y'all just feel that earthquake? Yo, earthquake gang, 2017 or whenever it was. Anyway, so I missed that one. I did live through some earthquakes in Korea. I lived through, well, I mean, not serious ones, but, you know, serious enough that, I mean, there's basically like a couple of ways that like an earthquake can go down. I'm blessed to have not experienced any like, you know, truly nightmarish ones. Don't crit me. It didn't matter at all. Some of them, they're just kind of like, whoa, and you're like, okay, no big deal. Then some of them go like, whoa, and that's where that one in Korea went like that. And the thing that's scary in the moment is, at first you're like, whoa, earthquake. And then after like 7 seconds, you're like, oh, this one doesn't appear to be stopping anytime soon. And then thankfully, right after that, it went, which was nice for me because I didn't want to die. But it's not like you get like a projection of the length of the earthquake, right? Like you're just riding it out. How cool would it be to have like an hour-long small earthquake? Not cool at all. It sounds very disruptive to my day. Seems like it would make getting around very annoying. What's your favorite type of natural disaster? It's kind of a fucked up question. I don't have one. I don't want to, you know, make it seem like I'm just farming +2s or whatever. But I personally think it would be better if there were no natural disasters at all. I think the Earth would be a better place were that the case. But I know how things are on the internet. On the internet, people are like, oh, I'm not like other people. Other people like good weather. I like bad weather. I'm just quirky like that. Ooh, it's sunny today? Ooh, disgusting. Shit makes me sick, man. I'm really like, I don't know. I'm just like the only person I've ever really related to was Winona Ryder in Beetlejuice. I'm just weird like that. I'm just kind of quirky. I'm just happy it's not 90 again in Seattle. Yeah, but dude, we gotta have some like act like you've been there beforeness though, right? Like, I mean, when I was in Washington this weekend, everyone was complaining about the heat. I was like, I mean, it's hot, don't get me wrong. But until 3 weeks ago, we spent like the last 3 months complaining about the rain and the cold. This is the first slightly unseasonably hot weekend. I was outside at my in-laws' place just baking in the sun. It's like, this is a damn dream. I had sunscreen on, but I was just enjoying the weather. I live in Nevada. I'll never complain about the rain. I bet you fucking would. You liar. I bet if it rained like 3 days in a row, you would be like, I know it doesn't rain a lot here, but come on. I know we need it, but that's just human nature, right? Who hurt you? Who do you think hurt me? It's Chad that hurt me. As with everything. Because whenever I complained about the weather, everybody would go, oh, it's twice as cold as it normally is in Vancouver. That's crazy. I live in Helsinki. We'd be wearing shorts in that weather. Oh, we're so cool. We're so cool. Oh, you think it's hot there? Whoa, yeah, a town literally spontaneously combusted last summer? That's crazy. I live in the middle of a damn volcano. So I thought that it was not possible to complain about weather. I thought we all agreed that it's beneath us to complain about weather because there's always people that live in more extreme conditions. Apparently, everybody should be allowed to complain about weather all the time, though. Unless you're a streamer. At which point people... I should have taken the blobfish, probably, but... At which point people go, well, this guy's complaining about anything? What the hell is he talking about? It gets hot in Minneapolis, St. Paul sometimes. Honestly, I'm happy for you. Something noteworthy. Maybe you could put that on the Wikipedia page. Why not a snake for the extra DPS and the scorpion? The snake's not gonna fuck you. Just relax on the damn snake. Holy cow. The reason I took the lionfish, now obviously it didn't matter because it got sniped regardless, is because of the fact that maybe the unit on the front has a lemon or something like that, and if it's 50-50 lemon versus 50-50 lemon, we would override their lemon with weakness, and then we could get a 2-for-1 with our damn ostrich. I guess that all pales in comparison to getting 6 extra damage from a fucking snake. I just like the way it spits. You guys have lost your damn mind. You're not cut out for round 18 super auto pets, okay? Go back to round 4. Tell me how overrated an ox is. We're out here in the damn cosmos. My whole squad? All right, you got me. You got me. My whole squad died before the battle even started. Okay, that's the end of Super Auto Pets for today. Will you ever play Motorsport Manager? No. I say no as your friend, not as a mean guy. I've learned a lot in this industry. I've been doing it a long time. No lesson has been harder to learn, yet no lesson has been more valuable than whenever people ask if I play something, telling the truth. Or lying, but lying in the direction of saying no instead of in the direction of saying maybe. Because the more people take maybe as a please keep asking me, which just leads to resentment on both sides. A no, you could always surprise them pleasantly later. It's not like they're going to leave and never come back. Well, I don't know. Don't threaten me with a good time. What are you supposed to... Honestly, I'm about to do like a Gotham chess. Anybody who says lie chess, look, I got a show to run here. Just relax, okay? This is not the screen region you want to use as a professional streamer. Like, what is this? It's like it's a picture in picture. This is crazy. I wish I could just make the board go like wider. Just stretch it. What do you do? You can't do that. It won't let you do that. Like, who's this guy here? Okay, can you just disable chat on chess.com? Is that a thing you can do? Also, if you'll excuse me, I'm going to temporarily upgrade myself to the diamond tier so I see no advertisements. Whoa. Oh, this name's already in use. Okay. I'll rename this as Chess Real. Yeah, that should work. Okay, and then $3.33 a month. Unlocks all bots, unlimited game review, 25 puzzles per day, 5 puzzle rush per day. Sure, that sounds acceptable. $3.33 a month when billed yearly. You sneaky sons of guns. Okay, this account has been successfully upgraded. Okay, hold on. We're going to figure out this screen region, man. They got to make chess on like a 16:9 board. That's the problem. This 4x4 board, or this 1-to-1 board, I got no respect for it. I don't even want to talk about this. Slash marker chess. Okay, please, it's been forever since we played chess. Please, for the love of God, do not mention the screen region, okay? We're going to figure out what we're going to do with it. I know it looks like we're playing on a dang Game Boy Advance or something like that. I don't know because the chessboard is square, but we're playing it on a rectangular image that we're sending the stream. It feels nice to be playing some chess again, though. Let me tell you. I'm going to pin you here. Now, why am I playing chess again? Well, honestly, the last time I played chess, I feel like it was a landmark moment for Ludwig. He beat me in a Twitch Rivals. And then that was kind of a landmark moment for me as well, because I said, wait a minute, this isn't fun anymore. That was literally the last game that I played on chess.com until today, until this very game you see before you right now. But then I started following a little bit of the candidates tourney. And I said to myself, you know what? The candidates is where the person who wins gets to challenge the current sitting world champion to a match. I've been following the results and been enjoying looking at the positions and stuff like that. And it gave me the itch again. I'm not going to deny it. It gave me the itch again a little bit. I do love, I mean, to me, the funny, if you want to take this, go ahead. Go honest, I wouldn't even sweat it. I wouldn't sweat it in the slightest. But what I was going to say is the funny thing about following the candidates is that apparently everybody wants the best player to win unless the best player is Yan Nepomniachtchi, at which point Nobody wants the best player to win. Everybody says, God, what, this is the worst possible outcome that could have conceivably happened. I want anybody else to win but this guy. We don't want the rematch? Well, I don't know. Look, I'm not in the chess drama, so I don't want to get involved. But I know Magnus said he didn't want to play him again for the world championship. Here's my 2 cents on that. You're the world champion, so tough luck. Like, life's hard. I mean, my hypothesis is just that, if you're the world champion, if the guy you beat wins the candidates, you got to play him again. I mean, it's easy for me to say. I don't have to actually do the work involved with that. But at the same time, it's your job. Sorry to say. H5 is the last book move. This is a good time to get out of trouble. This is the Carol Khan defense opening. You've played this opening 250 times with a 55% win rate. What can I say? I do like the Carol Khan defense based on what I remember. We're at plus 0.48 for white, but the engine doesn't really evaluate that as a half pawn. That just means that in most circumstances, the engine playing against itself would get a win, but it would also be quite drawish. Okay. Yeah, the engine isn't God or my father or my boss. I am going to remove the ability to chat with me somehow. There's got to be a way. Notifications. Don't notify me of anything, please. That's step 1. Save that. Home settings. You can turn off all of that as far as I'm concerned. It's under privacy. Thank you. Privacy. Send and receive messages from only my friends. Allow chat requests from nobody. Game chat, nobody. Game chat, nobody. May post notes, nobody. May view my blog, only my friends. May see my friends list, nobody. May see my insights, only me. Do not allow incoming friend requests. Do not allow game challenges, club invitations, or tournament invitations. It's a damn dream, dude. I'm in the diving bell. It's the only settings I've ever wanted on a website in my entire life. Do not perceive me. Okay, so this should be fine now. We get to play some chess again. Okay, I'm a simple man. Wait, no, I'm a London player now. I forgot. By the way, in case you forgot where I'm at in the world of chess, I do not know openings. That's like one of the cool things about me, is that I don't know openings at all. I'm not like other chess players. My main goal is not to do endless amounts of opening prep. I just kind of play chess. You know what I mean? That being said, I'm now out of prep at move 6. I don't like any of my moves right now. Maybe it's time to get a new opening. Don't give him a free bishop move. I mean, this is still pretty bad. Don't get me wrong. But now we can do this. Oh, no, never mind. We can't. Okay, hold on. I got an incredible play. This, take. This is what's called a zugzwang. What an incredible blunder from me. He didn't take? He's scared. It's the only explanation. 57 seconds. Oh no. I lost a checkmate? Okay, good game. That did not go well. We lost it in the mid-game. Excuse me, how are you issuing me challenges? I should not have sacrificed my pawn like that. I know I've said this before, but it's the honest to goodness truth. When I was a kid, and I played chess in tournaments and stuff like that, the average person had no opening prep except for they would try to do Scholar's Mate, which I just called Fool's Mate accidentally, and I'd like to apologize. As soon as you did something that blocked the Queen Bishop checkmate, and it doesn't have to be complicated, you know, it could be as simple as like just playing knight to f6, which is like one of the most common moves you'll ever see in your entire life. Then their whole game just fell apart, and all you had to do was win. I know it sounds a little overly simplistic, maybe. Nowadays, 1200s know like 10 moves of dragon, Sicilian, variant. They got 20 depth lines for how to play against other 1200s. It's crazy. And then in the mid game, they're like, oops, I just blundered my queen. It's a completely different ecosystem than it used to be. Like, look at how fast this person is playing. This is not how people used to play chess at this level. They used to think about that move for like 10 minutes, and then they would play like A5. And you'd be like, why A5? And then they'd be like, I don't know, I just like to get my pawns moving. Not that I have a great track record right now. This is a good move. I don't know how I got myself into this damn mess. Wait a minute, this is horrible. You take here, now you have a pin with the bishop. I've resigned. I resign immediately. I don't want to play these damn Zoomers in the opening anymore. Is there a way that you could just get dropped into a game against somebody that grandmasters took it to move 12? The eval's on the right. That's not the eval. Those are the moves that were made. Hold on. Am I doing the thing where I just take this because it's en passant? Because there is a part of me that says, now that you've made this move, I just do this. And then I have mate in one that is hard for you to stop. Rather than en passanting. I feel like I was a little baited with the en passant, honestly. Brick your pee-pee. I must have missed some of the anarchy chess memes. I do know you are a biggest loser I ever see. When you were still pee-pee in your Pampers, I beat many players much better than you. I didn't know brick to pee-pee, though. Brick to pee-pee might be new. New to me, at least. You coming out? Maybe I'd rather just block up here. Stay safe. Yeah, honestly, good move. You won by resignation. Oof, oof, oof. Omega throw. Oof, oof. Because you take, check, take, or even take with the rook. Okay. Okay, that's, I mean, it's fine. It's a little bizarre, I suppose. A little surprising, I suppose, is another word that I might use. That's fine. Honestly, losing a knight, that's just like another day for me. We have such good attacking prospects. Seems pretty good. We got a lot of pressure on this pawn. I think we just won. I love chess. It's that simple. Was that YouTube and Twitch superstar northernlion, or was that classic tactics meta genius Mikhail Tal sacrificing material in order to get a devastating queenside attack? I don't know. It could have been either. Honestly, if I just showed you the game, it could have been either. The end game, it's all about you're rotating a couch up the condo staircase, okay? Sure. I mean, if you You want to draw on that one? All I'm going to do here to validate myself, I'm going to go to game review real quick. And I just want to see how they evaluated it at the end, because I was scared. I thought I was losing. Dude, look at the accuracy of this game. That's crazy. Apparently I was winning and I gave it away. The end is like exactly even. I'm not mad about a draw on that. That's not the move I'm supposed to play. What was I thinking? I don't even know what I'm doing now. What the heck is the Nimzowitsch defense decline? I honestly meant to play C6. Okay, I mean that's what happens in rapids sometimes. You get something a little crazy like that. It's a bit of a strange one. What? I mean, I'm going to be honest with you. I'll tell you, I don't think that bishop was really going anywhere, so I'll probably do something like that instead. What's happening? It's the worst gameplay I've ever seen. No offense. What are you doing? Okay. I don't know what happened there. I think there was a little bit of a... I mean, honestly, maybe you're right. Maybe I should be playing the Nimzowitsch defense decline more often. I feel okay. I would love some increment. Move me, move me. Okay, you piece. You think two can't play this game? Who's under a time crunch now? Help. Whoa. What have I done? I won! I knew it. I knew it. Never a doubt in my mind. Review, please? Absolutely not. Oh, no. Wait. It's fine. It's not fine. It's not fucking fine at all. That's horrible. Don't castle. It's bullet chess. Don't like you, castler. I'm just kidding. I would love the castle personally. Oh, I'm in hell. I'm actually dead. I can't even like move. Yeah, I'm gonna resign this one. This one's going nowhere. Why the hell am I 1527 in bullet? How the hell did that happen? What? Okay, so this person is not even playing chess. They're literally just like, they're just playing bullet, which is fine. I don't mean to be like so insulting, I suppose. Honestly, I would rather close this whole thing up. I don't know what I'm doing. No, that's not going to work for me. You got to get that guy out of there. Oh, no. What is this? This will work. It's going to take a second. It'll work, though. Whatever. I don't mind taking with the bishop here. What have I done? I even said, oh my God, I resign. Forget bullet, man. I'll run one more, maybe. What the heck is that bubbling noise? That's just like the same person challenging me over and over. I guess they're like, assuming that if they like annoy me enough, I might be like, oh, fine, I'd love to play games with you. Or maybe they're just happy that like they don't even see their name. But they do at least get to have an impact on the stream. So there is that. I understand that. Okay, I'm literally just not paying attention. You should turn that off. Here's the funny thing is that I did. And yet here we are. You know what? I've never... Oh, okay. Is the thing. Is okay. I've never been afraid to get a little messy in gaming. It's one of my strongest strengths. All right, I'm going to resign that one. I will win one bullet game before we go. That's my promise to you. It will happen. You're not going to push. You know, I know you're not going to push me. You don't push me, I push you. Look at that. What are you going to do with this Fianchetto Bishop? You're going to do nothing with it, is what you're going to do. I'll back it off. That's fine. I'll back it off. I know when I'm beaten, okay? I'm going to castle. What are you going to do? Pawn storm me? Okay, we just got to be a little faster on our version of the pawn storm. I'm going to hit you with one of these first. Give me space for my knight to work. Then I'm going to push you down. Get ready. The great push down is already begun. Okay, I can't help but notice this appears to be working out more poorly for me than I expected. Never mind. We're in. Boys? We're in. This is a really bad move for me. This is pretty bad as well. My God. I told you. I told you we'd win a bullet game. You're going to lose on time? You're going to lose on time. No! Dude, bullet actually sucks. Okay, we're not going to win a bullet game before we leave today. / marker chess. Dude, chat is so annoying during chess. Is it because the most popular chess streamers are all like titled players? Just use pre-moves, forehead. My favorite chess streamer uses pre-moves all the time. He's the 5th best player on earth, you idiot. Just drive an F1 car. Duh. Holy cow. Dude. Just lay off the gas into the corner so you don't spin out on the gravel, dude. Anyway, let me see if my wife is ready to stream. It went well. Honestly, we've entered a new era. Like, I rage quit SAP. And the backseating in chess was way less bad. Who would have thought that a game that everybody knows how to play would have way less toxic backseating? SAP isn't dead, it's just annoying. You got to put yourself in my shoes, which I know that's like a bit of a stretch, asking for anonymous people to do on the internet. I've had dysentery for 2 weeks. I was at the doctor all day yesterday. I might have inflammatory bowel disease. And then, like, I'm trying to banter while I play SAP. And people were like, no, turkey fly blind, turkey fly blind, turkey fly blind. Maybe there's some hope for the SAP haters. Like, it is crazy. We're sorry, please forgive. No, just like, don't do it again. That's fine. I don't want your apology. What am I going to do with that? Take it to the sorry bank? Apology doesn't do anything for me. Sorry, mommy. Sorry, mommy. Hey, Anel, watching your SAP video, did you know you're supposed to use your life insurance before you die? What the hell are you talking about? Can you explain this to me? All right, Kate is already live. Okay. Okay. I'm going to send you over to my wife's stream. That's one of those things I think you need to... I think you need to elaborate. Your life insurance is a tax-free fund you can use for investing. What the hell? Is this a taunting? Is this like if you're the last person alive in a World War II platoon, you get all the money? I saw it on TikTok. Okay, well, I'll see you tomorrow. Later.